to Texting Thursday. Texting Thursday. Now, it is Thursday, July 1st. Had to reschedule our normal time slot this week because I was on vacation with my family. And thankfully, Lisa Kelly, longtime supporter and just an all-around great gal, by the way, who is absolutely crushing it down there in Lakeland, Florida. She shared something that we're going to dig into and use for today's Texting Thursday. And interestingly enough, Thursday is actually Lisa's texting day. So though I call it Texting Tuesday and we're normally live on Tuesdays at 10:30 Eastern, you don't have to use the scripts on Tuesday to have success, but you do need to use them. Set a consistent schedule for yourself. Maybe it's Wednesday for you. Maybe it's Thursday for you. Maybe it's Monday for you. I would highly recommend that you do it somewhere Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, but it's more important that you actually do it than what day you do it, right? I do think consistency, there's something to be said for that. Before we get going, let's take care of some housekeeping items. Number one, let's make sure that the old streaming service is working the way that it is supposed to be. And I think it is. Hold on. Let's make sure here. It is working. It is working. So do me, Sherry, good morning to you as well. Do me a huge favor. Smash the like button or the heart button and comment below if you're excited for this week's, in this case, Texting Thursday. If you're watching on YouTube, hit the subscribe and ding the bell. If you're watching on LinkedIn, give me the clap emoji. The clap emoji. I think that's what it's called. Kyle, welcome. So we're going to dig into one other bit of housekeeping before we get started. At 11, which is right after this, I am hosting a class that you don't want to miss. It is how to take listings from absentee owners, i.e. tired landlords. How you can get listings from tired landlords, vacant properties, and a number of other sources. You don't want to miss that. If you haven't seen it before, check it out. If you have seen it before, give it a second look. It's at it's at absenteeclass.com. Absenteeclass.com is where you can find that. I think I have the wrong link in the description. Absenteeclass.com is what you want to check out. All right, without further ado, we are going to get into it. And I'm going to tease something else here as well. I was just working on tweaking an email script, an email that I will share with you next week. I was actually going to share it today, but Lisa's got so much good stuff in the resource that she shared. I want to give that our full energy, and then we can dig into that next week. So next week, I'm going to give you an email script and an offer that you are going to absolutely love. It's something I borrowed and am tweaking, and I'll share who I borrowed it from and all of that next week. So how's that for a, what do they call that, a radio tease? All right, let's go ahead and dig into this week's. Let me share my screen. Let's get out of here. I need to bring up the old KV Core. So I'm going to bring up KV Core. I'm also going to bring up Lisa's resource document, which I'll get added to the description as well. And this idea is one that we've recently used a couple of weeks ago around buyers, okay, specifically for buyers. But today we're going to tweak it for sellers. We're going to tweak it for sellers. And it can be used as an email script. You can turn it into, it can be used as a text script. You can turn it into an email to send your database very easily. And or you can and should post this like something like this on your Facebook page. And if we have time, we'll do all three of these. All right, we'll do all three of these. So let's first get the text out of the way. Let me know if I'm curious, has anyone used the script? Has anyone used the script? And let me also say that one of the things I love about these what's the one thing is you should be using them at a minimum every season or every quarter, right? Because the script we're going to use today is what's the one thing stopping you from selling this summer? And in the fall, we can say, what's the one thing stopping you from selling this fall? And in the winter, we can say, what's the one thing stopping you from selling this winter? And in the spring, we can say, you get the idea. Okay. All right. So we're going to filter out. I'm going to do prospect, new, active. I am going to do seller, has phone, subscribed. Let's see what we get from that. Some of these appear to be tagged incorrectly, unfortunately. So I'm going to have to do something else here. All right, I'm going to do one other thing here to make sure that I'm getting a list that is primarily sellers. Hopefully that does it. Let's see here. All right, there we go. There we go. All right, so I'm going to select all of these. And I actually just, so I'm gonna do a little bit of editing here because I just reached out to that one because I have a client that is interested in their house, trying to play matchmaker. Listen, I don't just teach this stuff, I do this stuff, right? Let's see here. I'm just doing a quick once over. Man, there's a lot here, a lot more than I thought. Okay. And okay, so we're going to send mass text. Morning. Just curious, what's the one thing stopping you from selling this summer? Boom. Simple as that. Simple as that. We're going to send that out. Now, I'm going to, we're going to change this up a little bit. We're going to do system source. I think I can do ZBuyer. No, is that, maybe it's the hashtag. See if that does it. Bear with me here. Right on. Diana, morning. I used this last week on absentee sellers, and just from the ringless voicemail had 4 sellers calling me. Love it. Love it. By the way, absenteeclass.com, absenteeclass.com. All right. So I'm going to select all here. And I'm going to send a mass text again. Bang. Okay. So that's what the text script looks like. But let's try and cover all of our bases here. Let's cover all of our bases here. So I'm going to send a mass email. We'll call this just curious. And I'm going to post that in here as well. And I'm going to include the signature. And I'm going to add a little bit, hit reply, and let me know. Thanks, Josh. Okay, so this is going to be good. So I'm starting to get some activity. and we'll spend some time. I do have Kathleen. Hard to see. It might be your internet connection. Donna says, fix the grammar, you instead of your. Yeah, I get that, Donna. And there's value in that, but I can also tell you there's value in stopping you from selling this summer. I get that, but here's actually what happens when you have grammatical errors and spelling errors and punctuation errors is people feel like it's more real and authentic. Now, you don't want to intentionally do it, and I honestly didn't intentionally do that, but it's not going to stop me from taking action. Mike, good morning, buddy. So Mike is on here, even though he's on vacation. Love it, Mike. Love it. Thank you. Thank you. And Kathleen, back to your comment. Yeah, it might be your connection. Once our session is over, it's available immediately on demand, and you should be able to. It should actually not be blurry at that point. Diana, adding to the grammar thing, people love to correct. Absolutely. So you'll get people that respond just to correct you, just in order to correct you. And that's engagement. That's a conversation opportunity. So one last thing I'm going to do here, and then I'm going to hop on over into the exchanges because I am getting some people that are responding. So let's make this a post as well. Okay, let's make it a Facebook post. Now, Lisa has made a pretty cool video. I'm not going to go with a video. I am going to go with, I'm sorry. Well, yeah, I might go with an image, but I'm not going to go with this video. I think she made this with Ripple, probably. Lisa makes a lot of these with Ripple. Here's what we're going to do. Whoop. Create post. Create post from your page. And I'm going to say, well, I'm going to grab a just curious. What's the one thing stopping you from selling this summer? Shoot me a PM or comment. I'm curious what she has here. She does have. I'm always curious what others are doing with that. So we'll just say thanks. Gosh. Just leave it at that. Now, we want to have some kind of media. We want to have an image or a video, something along those lines. You definitely want to have something there versus just having it be text. Diana, I'll get to your question in a minute. I'm not sure where you have asked many times. And I don't know what you mean. You had to start with a new name all over, no contacts in there yet. Do you mean, I don't know what you mean exactly, Diana. If you're talking about a new Facebook account, you can't import contacts to them. If you're talking about creating a custom audience to run an ad campaign to, we do have training on that. It's right in the absentee boot camp. But if you had to, my original account was hijacked and I had to start over. If you had to start over, there's no way to import your contact. Like you would have to go through the process of adding friends and getting fans of your page and things like that. Unfortunately, you'd have to do that all over from scratch. All right, let's grab an image here. And Mike, it sounds like or Diana, it sounds like Mike did respond to your ticket. I like this guy. So just in the interest of moving this along, I could have also done just a quick live to camera video. Hey, it's Josh Schoenly with eXp Realty. Just curious, what's the one thing stopping you from selling this summer? Let me know. You can click the send message button below or comment. I would love to know. And thanks in advance. That's it. It could be that simple. And in fact, if we weren't so short on time here, JPEG can't be downloaded. You know what? That's what I'm going to do. Why not? Why not? Okay, so I'm going to show you. This is how I live my life, right? Is idea, implement. Hey, it's Josh Schoenly with eXp Realty, and I am curious. I would love to know, what's the one thing stopping you from selling your home this summer? Let me know. You should be able to click the send message button below to send a private message, or you can just comment. I would love to hear from you, and thanks in advance. Have a wonderful rest of the day. Now, was that the ideal way to end it? Maybe not. Maybe not. But this is all about how fast can we take action? How fast can we implement, right? That's kind of where I live. That's my wheelhouse. So I'm trying to airdrop it. And it looks like it's not there yet. Bear with me here. Come on, come on. Maybe it is there. 1 second. Let's see. It's not there yet. I want to get this knocked out so we can check out some of the responses and dig into those. Oh, there. I think now it landed. There it is. I'm going to use that. I want to also add the get messages button to it. Selling or sailing? I got some funny. Maybe I had even worse. It's possible I had even worse grammatical errors. But I guess we'll find out. Reach more people with. You can reach even more by showing it up into 3. I'll do this one, and just let that be. All right, that post has been shared. We'll see what comes of that. And now let's go over here because there's some activity coming in. There's responses coming in. Let's dig into that. That seems to be a favorite when we do that. And I've got about 10 minutes before I need to roll out of here. We got a great crowd today. This is wonderful. Do you do this in the Facebook group or private? These live sessions like this, I do them selling or sailing. That's funny. Let's see here. Property at onto that one. Let's see what else we got here. We are separated. He wants to sell both properties as one. Okay, hold on. Okay, gotcha. Do you both have a number in mind for them? Are they currently occupied? So these are apparently, this is a side-by-side duplex. We're separated. He wants to sell both properties as one, 2542 and 2544 Lexington Street. So just getting more information. It's just about continuing the conversation to find you bothering me. Don't think I can afford to. Okay, so don't think I can afford to. Gotcha. Well, I'd be happy to stop by, take a quick tour, and get you some info so you can make an informed decision one way or another. No cost or obligation whatsoever. Would next Monday afternoon or Tuesday morning work better? Boom. Just going for the appointment. Going for the appointment. We're just trying to get an initial conversation. Anna Marie, we can help you set that up. Are you talking about Facebook lead ads and getting them into KB Core? We can help you with that. Zapier is the best solution we found for it. There is API Nation as well. I just haven't found that doesn't seem to work as well. But just email support, Anna Marie, and we can get you pointed in the right direction. Timothy says not ready yet. Okay, right on. Makes sense. Any idea when you think it'll be ready? This is one that I've talked with before, actually, a couple of weeks, maybe a month and a half ago. I don't know. Time all runs together. Josh, who? Now, I think KV Core does this cool thing. Oh, no, it didn't. Sometimes it'll do this cool thing. Sometimes it'll actually respond and give that info automatically when someone does that. So Jamie said personal reasons. Got it. If there's anything at all we can do to help or support you, don't hesitate. We'll do a couple of more. And great, I mean, we got a great crowd, great questions, great activity. I appreciate all of you so very, very much. Can't replace it if I sell. I totally get that. We're hearing that a lot. We do have several ways that we're helping clients with what we call our off-market matchmaking program. Would you like more information on that? One or two more here before I need to wrap it up and call it a day. My name is, what's the one thing from stopping you from taking me off your list now? That's funny. There's nothing, Kimberly, but that was pretty funny. So I'm just going to delete that contact. And personal reasons, Josh who, let me, hold on, we'll hit one more refresh. Hear more about your off-market matchmaker program. Hey, Laurie, why don't I do this? Why don't I, I'm actually making a list. What I'll do is next week is I'll do a live session just on the off-market matchmaker program. I'm making a note to myself. Also, I think it was last week's Texting Tuesday. It was something that I talked about there as well. As my son flipped this house, rebuild it from a basement up, and I love it. Oh, okay. I will not bid on a home. I have to pay cash. Okay. So I was buying a home. I need to be prepared to pay a lot. Okay, no problem. We can help with all of that. Whenever and something what? So I'll do one more here, and then we'll kind of wrap up because I have to roll. He says what I can get for it. Hang on. What are you booking to get for it? See, and that's another one that I've talked to in the past. All right, so you should be using this, and you should be using this script quarterly, right? No reason not to. And I would use it on the selling side and the buying side. On the buying side, what's the one thing stopping you from buying your dream home this summer, this fall, this winter, this spring? Check out absenteeclass.com. Absenteeclass.com. I would highly recommend you check that out. That is the very best source of new listings right now. People going through that class, I am continue to be blown away by the results that we are getting and the feedback we're getting from folks taking that class. And I'm too pushy. Someone said I'm too pushy. That's funny. So we'll be back next week for our regular Texting Tuesday. I'm going to share a killer email script that you all can use. I'll also be going live. I actually have a number of additional topics that I'm going to be going live over the next week and a half that you'll definitely want to check into beyond our normal Texting Tuesday. So thanks so much for spending some time and for all the engagement and the comments, etc. If there's anything at all we can do to help or support you, please don't ever hesitate to ask. Take care and hopefully talk soon.